I'm Anil Kumar, and here is an example to calculate weighted mean. The question here is the averages, that is mean, of 5 grade 12 math classes are 70, 78, 65, 60 and 72. If the class sizes were 25, 22, 30, 32 and 28 respectively, determine the overall average or overall mean of the entire grade. So that's the question for you. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now here we are given different class sizes, and therefore to find average we need to actually find what will be the sum of numbers for each class. Now how could you do that? What is mean? Mean is equals to sum total divided by the number of students. Now when we say that for a class 70 is the sum and for that class 25 are the students, we are given that 70 is the average mean and 25 is the number of students, then sum will be what? Sum will be equals to n times the mean value. Is it okay? So that is a strategy which we have to use to find the mean of entire grade. So what we will do here is we'll write down what is given to us. So there are different classes. Let us say the class size. So we have the class size. Class size is 25, then 22, 30, 32 and 28. Now in this class size, average marks are 70, 78, let me write down 70, 78, 65, 60 and 72. So that is the average marks and this is the class size. So what is the total number of marks which each class has got? That is of our importance. And how can we get that? We could get by multiplying the class size with average, right? So marks for each class, we say marks each class. Now that is product of class size and average marks. So we'll multiply 25 by 70, 22 by 78, 30 by 65, 32 by 60 and 28 by 72, right? So then we are going to get the total marks of each class. You get the idea, right? So let's do this using a calculator. Okay, so we get 25 times 70 equals to 1750. 22 times 78 equals to 1716. 30 times 65 equals to 1950. 32 times 60 equals to 1920. 28 times 72 equals to 2016. Do you see that? So that is the total number of marks. Let's sum this up. What is the total number of marks for all the 5 classes? We'll add them up. So we have 1750 plus 1760 plus 1950 plus 1920 plus 2016. And that gives us total marks for 5 classes, right? 9352. So we have sum of marks for all the 5 classes. And how many students are there? So we can sum the numbers, right? So this is sum of the numbers, right? Let's sum the numbers. Total number of students here are 25 plus 22 plus 30 plus 32 plus 28. That gives us 137, right? So that is 137. And now we can find the overall average or overall mean, correct? So now we can say overall mean is, or average anyway, is equal to total number of marks, right, which we have obtained. This is the total number of marks. This total, right, total marks. This is total marks of 5 classes. Correct? So total marks is 9352 divided by total number of students. The students in our case is 137, right? So overall mean will be the ratio of total marks to total students, and that is 9352 divided by 137. That gives us, in decimals, 68.26. So we can say 68 point, let's say 3 approximately, right? So we get overall average of 68.3. So that is the answer. Now in this particular video, you understand that we have actually multiplied the class size with the average marks, and that is the concept of weighted means, right? So this is, we multiplied these two numbers, correct? Right here to get the number. So that is the concept of weighted means. Now in this case, since the total number of students are much higher in these two classes, the average shifts towards that side. You see that? So it shifts towards the size where more numbers are there, right? 68.3 is kind of closer to 65, right? So it is closer to 30, and that brings the mark slightly below the 70% marks, right? You have seen that there are 3 classes who scored more than 70% marks, but because the size of the classes which scored lower marks, that size was higher, the average fell below 70. Do you see that? So the weighted mean gets its name, that mean shifts towards more weight, numbers. So numbers is important. I'm Anil Kumar. I hope this simple example illustrates the importance of weighted mean and how to find average, overall average in such cases. I'm Anil Kumar. You can always share and subscribe my videos. Thank you and all the best.